From the Athens Tech Studios, this is the Athens News Podcast. Local news you can use about Athens and Clarke County, all in 7 minutes. And now, here are your top stories.
Hello and welcome to your Athens News Podcast, one of Feedspot's top 20 Georgia news podcasts. I'm Melissa Carter. Here are your top stories brought to you by Drake Realty. In Athens-Clarke County's Tuesday primary, key races for sheriff, tax commissioner, and coroner were decided. Incumbent Sheriff John Q won re-election over challenger Tommy Dorsey. For tax commissioner, it was J.P. Lemay defeating Brent Spratlin. Michael Eberhart won the coroner's race over William Galden Jr. 3 nonpartisan county commission contests were also decided. Incumbent Melissa Link won District 2, Stephanie Johnson took District 6, and Carol Myers retained District 8. The Clarke County Board of Education race in District 2 heads to a runoff between incumbent Claudia Butts and Mary Bagby. This from the Athens Banner-Herald. Nearly 70 registered voters in Athens-Clarke County Commission District 2 were mistakenly assigned to Commission District 5, where no election was scheduled. This error, impacting addresses from 147 to 545 Oglethorpe Avenue, was corrected without incident. The affected voters were notified through a door-to-door effort by county elections official staff. The error was first noted on May 13th by an early voter, followed by another on May 15th. Both were issued correct ballots. Subsequent research confirmed no incorrect ballots were cast. This from the Athens Banner-Herald. A construction worker was killed in a work-related accident on the University of Georgia campus. The incident occurred at the Adult Education Center, 48 Baxter Street. 36-year-old Trevor Wilkie of Athens, an employee of IMI Construction in Watkinsville, was working on a steam line project when he was struck and crushed by a Lull forklift. This type of forklift is larger and has bigger tires compared to standard warehouse forklifts. The Athens-Clarke County coroner, Sonny Wilson, confirmed Wilkie's death due to massive injuries from being crushed by that forklift. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration, otherwise known as OSHA, was notified. This from the Athens Banner-Herald.
A new, exciting podcast about dads for dads. Legacy Makers, a conversation for dads. Download now wherever you get your podcasts.
It pays to know your doctor. It pays to know your lawyer. And now more than ever, it pays to know your local real estate professional. Hi, I'm Jeffrey Drake with Drake Realty, and we have 7 offices in the metro Atlanta area, including 2 right here in Cobb County and 1 at Lake Oconee. I'm the proud leader of over 700 agents here in Georgia, and we pride ourselves in professional service, whether you are the buyer or the seller. Drake Realty makes the home buying process seamless from contract to close. Our agents are a little different. They're not pushing for the quick sale and close. They are pushing for the best price and terms for their client. In other words, Drake Realty fights for you. Now's the time to buy that dream home, vacation home, or new home your family deserves. A lot of real estate agents talk big. Let my team at Drake Realty prove they will fight for you. I'm Jeffrey Drake, and I'd be honored to have my team serve you. Visit us online at drakerealty.com. And remember, it's not how quick you sell or buy, it's what the deal provides for your future.
Are you looking for a part-time or a full-time job that allows you to work from home and a schedule that allows you to get your kids to the ball game, church activities, cheerleading, and all other places a busy family needs? The Athens News Podcast is looking for a people person, a local account executive who can help our podcast grow. You'll call on local and regional businesses selling the podcast, adding to our list of great sponsors. Earn extra money and meet new people all over the county. Call BG Ad Group today at 770-874-3200 and ask for Darren.
From the Athens-Clarke County News Facebook page, University of Georgia football player Sokovi White was arrested after being caught driving a 2021 Dodge Charger at high speed down East Clayton Street against traffic. The police officer, noting the danger in an area busy with bar-goers, cited White for reckless driving and driving the wrong way on a one-way street. White's passenger, who was partly outside of the car, remains unidentified. With bonds totaling $26, White was released from the county jail after the incident. J. Ruse 148 said there will be no case against him by the district attorney, but what there will be is a mandatory apology made to Sokovi White by the officer for harassment. MT Colquitt said, "That's a laughable bond amount. Is that amount for everybody or just UGA football players?" At the University of Georgia's 2024 Spring Undergraduate Commencement Ceremony, Olympic swimmer Allison Schmidt and UGA student Trent Nesbitt delivered speeches to the newest graduating class. Schmidt, known for her outstanding achievements in swimming with 10 Olympic medals, including multiple golds, expressed her excitement and honor at the opportunity to speak at the ceremony. Having graduated from UGA with a bachelor's degree in psychology in 2013, Schmidt emphasized her deep connection to the university and its values. Meanwhile, Trent Nesbitt, a senior graduating with a degree in economics, represented the student body as the selected student speaker. Nesbitt's roots in Athens and his involvement in creating promotional football videos for UGA showcased his dedication to the university and the community. In sports from GeorgiaDogs.com, Erica Brennan has been named the head women's golf coach at the University of Georgia. Announced last week by J. Reed Parker Director of Athletics Josh Brooks, Brennan brings a stellar track record from the University of South Florida, where she led the team to consecutive NCAA championship appearances for the first time in over 2 decades. Brooks praised her leadership, positivity, and energy. Brennan expressed excitement to join the Georgia family. And finally, a judge has ordered James DePaola to be added as a respondent in Mayor Kelly Gertz's legal challenge to a recall effort. Senior Judge J. David Roper also suspended all recall proceedings pending judicial review. DePaola initiated the recall after the February murder of UGA student Laken Riley by an undocumented immigrant. Gertz's petition argues that DePaola failed to meet the legal standards for a recall application, which lacked specific grounds required by state law. The County Election Board's procedures in handling the recall application are also being contested by Gertz. This from the Athens Banner-Herald.
Achieve more with Athens Tech. At Athens Technical College, their programs can connect you with in-demand and high-paying careers.
I graduated from Athens Tech in May and started my job 2 weeks later. I had the job before I left, thanks to my professor, and just focusing on growing a career.
As far as Athens Tech, I think I've been a member of the advisory panel for 10 years now, and it's been an awesome experience.
I'm currently going to Athens Tech. I started out as an accounting major. I've finished all my accounting classes and then switched over to the culinary and baking program.
My name is Alex Lang. I'm an electromechanical engineering student. This is my second year at Athens Tech, and I graduate in December. The long-term goal is to work for the railroad, whether that be Norfolk Southern or CSX.
Achieve more with Athens Tech. Find out more at athenstech.edu. Learn how to succeed and win big in life, plus much, much more. Listen to the Red Hot Read podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks for listening to the Athens News Podcast. Make sure you subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
This podcast is a production of BG Ad Group. All rights reserved.
This podcast aggregate content from other sources for informational purposes and is in no way trying to infringe on the copyrights or businesses of any other entities. All content posted up on the site is used under the Fair Use Copyright Law 107. All audio, media, and articles are copyrighted to the original owners. All audio on this podcast are embedded from YouTube.com and are owned by their respective copyright owners. No audio information are copyrighted or stored on our servers. The court ruled that linking or embedding copyrighted videos is not copyright infringement, even if the source video was uploaded without permission. However, we will gladly remove any audio clip upon valid request from respective copyright owners. Any owners also have the option to disable embedding his YouTube videos on other websites. News and press articles are owned by the respective copyright owners. Where possible, the appropriate accreditation or source of the article is given on the same page. The audio-video files on the site are for listening purposes only. Downloading of these files to one's computer is strictly prohibited. They are owned by the respective copyright owners. If it is in the organization's belief that the usage or specific content used on our site containing copyrighted knowledge conflicts with authorized use and or does not comply with fair use as described in the context, contact us through our contact page and we will remove the offending content immediately. Thanks for listening to the Athens News Podcast.